It is Friday night and we are live with another Friday night pint, ladies and gentlemen. It's me and Nikki and we are joined by the one and only Big Dave, who is on with us. Ryan and Scott are away, and lots to talk about. David Sullivan has said that apparently fans have been emailing him, urging him to come back to the stadium, come back to West Ham games, and it is just the keyboard warriors that are trying to bully him away from West Ham. And as much as the London Stadium have tried to plead with him to not attend the games because of safety and all the issues, he's determined to attend the games, and he is going to be there at Portsmouth. So we're talking about that, talking about the potential sign of Manor Solomon. That on and off. Apparently, if deal is agreed, West Ham are just making their mind up. And a lot of the other transfer news, and looking ahead to Portsmouth tomorrow. So, lads, like I said, it should be a good one. Good to see you on that and all that.
Good to see you too.
Oh, there you go. Nick, is this Friday night cup of tea for Nicky?
Well, I was going to get a beer, but I didn't have time. There's one in there. I might get one in a second.
Just run off and get one, yeah.
Yeah.
Run off and get one. All right, cup of tea. That's I think that's copyright protected.
Yeah. Don't mention cup of tea.
Yeah, that's copyright.
We'll get copyright.
Listen, what's that, Nick? Because of I'm anticipating a long sweary rant from you. I think the longer later we have that in the video, the less likely we are to be demonetized. So we'll come to you thirdly. Dave, I mean, this is Sullivan. The level of delusion for him to say that the fans want him back at the stadium, and it's just keyboard warriors. It's just some keyboard warriors that are trying to bully him from not going to the games. I mean, he's got to be off his head, isn't he?
Do you know what? It does take some delusion, doesn't it, to sit there and think. I'm not entirely sure that Sullivan likes what he sees when he looks in the mirror. So I'm not even sure he wants to go and be there tomorrow, let's be honest. I don't know who's it. I reckon it's got to be, his missus emailing him off some fake accounts because she fancies a day trip to London. I can't imagine who else, what other fan in their right mind thinks that their experience of football is better having him in the ground.
Is if there are genuine fans, if there's genuinely any real fans that are emailing, go, oh, Mr. Sullivan, please come back to games, which I do not believe. But if that's true, you're not a West Ham fan, you're a scumbag. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If you want that man back at the stadium, and I just hope that the fans let him know loud and clear exactly how we feel about him. To be honest with you, and for him to convince himself that, we're just keyboard warriors, the anti-Sullivan lot. Has he not heard like the songs and the chants at games? So it's keyboard warriors. There's the, West Ham boys on a bender. David Sullivan's song. Yeah. Did he not hear that? He's delusional, mate. So listen, he's going to be there. I hope it's as uncomfortable as possible to the point it makes him not want to be there again. And I do worry that, the ownership apparently accommodating him. They're trying to accommodate him. And I think you should just say, right, make your own way, make your own arrangements there. There's no seats in corporate for you. You want to attend, get down there. I mean, that's a fantasy, but that's what I'd love to see. Go and get in with the actual fans. And if it's all keyboard warriors and the fans want you back, go and sit with the fans. If that's the case, then see how it is. Right, Nick. Let's see. We're almost at the 5-minute mark.
No, I support him coming back.
He's one of the ones that say, "Oh, please, Mr. Sullivan."
No, do you know what I would say? Sean, stop emailing him. We don't want him back. Stop fucking sticking your tongue up.
It's Hammer's News, mate. It's Hammer's News.
Hammer's News. Stop emailing your mate. Anyone that's fucking emailing Sullivan, you're a fucking dickhead, right? And I'm going to tell you now, nobody's emailing Sullivan. Nobody. Not a single person. He's a wind-up merchant. He's a troll. That's what he is. It literally is the size of a troll, and he is a fucking online troll, because that's what he is. That's all he's doing. He's rage baiting. I think that I don't know whether the kids are advising him. I don't know whether his missus is advising him. His missus is a bigger fucking scumbag than him, by the way. After what I've read about her, what she's been up to over the fucking years with the fucking kids' hospitals and all that, she's a bigger fucking scumbag as him. They're a couple made for each other. Let them come to the London Stadium. Do you know what? I would love to. Dan, at the end of the day, it is still his club. He has to have a seat there. He's bought the seat there. Yeah. It is his seat. They can't fucking stop him from doing it. I would love to see him get in that crowd because you know what would happen if he got in that crowd? He wouldn't get back out. That would be the best thing for him, to be quite honest with you. He is a scumbag. I hate his fucking guts. Stay away from this football club. Stay away from it. You're a fucking arsehole. You're an arsehole. You're winding people up. Let us, right, after all the fucking damage that you've done to us over the years, let us just get on with it now. We've had enough of you. Take your money and fuck off. That's it. That's all you can fucking do. That's the best thing you can do. Go take your money, take your fucking big fat fucking titted missus and fucking drive off in that boat and never fucking come back. And if anyone has anything to fucking say about it, if you are emailing him, you're a bigger cunt than him. Simple as that.
I'll drink to that.
You're just a keyboard warrior, Nick. That's what you are. You're a keyboard warrior. You're not one of the real fans that are emailing him.
I am a real fucking fan. Do you know what? I ain't got his money, right? He made his money by selling fucking dildos and butt plugs. That's how he sold his money. By selling Daily Sport, by fucking laying down in the gutter, sticking his camera up people's fucking dresses. I don't want his fucking money. Shove your money up your arsehole. Get your fucking little arse, get your them little legs fucking moving and run away. And anyone that's at that stadium tomorrow, listen, I won't have time to do it. I've got my son there. I don't want my son anywhere near a geezer like that after what I've heard about him, right? But if you're there tomorrow and you have got the fucking time, make it as uncomfortable as you fucking can for him. He's not welcome now. I don't want him now. I don't want him anything to do with his club. I don't care what he owns. Just stay away. Now, what you do when you stay away, right? Don't just fucking stay away. Take your money and fuck off. You're not welcome here anymore. Nobody wants you here. If you are emailing him, you're a cunt. Simple as that, right? But just take your money and fuck off and let us get on with it. Stop digging your fucking heels in. We've had enough of you. We've had enough of that other cunt that you got rid of who walked away from you because she knew what was coming. We've had enough of you all. Fuck off. Don't come back.
So, yeah, listen, our sentiments, I think every true fan of West Ham can agree with. You know, this is all being reported by the Daily Mail, who's reached out to him and his sources and all of this stuff. And, you know, he's saying apparently he wants to enjoy this season as a fan. Now he's not on the board, and like it's the idea that he still calls himself a fan.
He's always professed to be a fan. A fan of who? I don't know. A fan of money? A fan of tits? A fan of fanny? That's what he's a fucking fan of, because he ain't a fan of that fucking football club. That's for fucking sure. Because if he was a fan of that football club, listen, I know we won a trophy under him. I know it was his tenure. Anyone would have won a fucking trophy, that trophy that we was in. Crystal Palace have won it since, right? And I'm not dissing Crystal Palace, but anyone would have won it, right? It wouldn't have taken a lot of changes to the football club. Listen, we can say what he wanted when he came in. You can say what you want about him saving us and all that. At the end of the day, someone would have. I'm getting hot. I'm getting so angry. I'm getting hot.
Getting your blood pressure up.
Yeah, my blood pressure's going up. I might not make it tomorrow. I might be dead. But yeah, you know, you can say, but someone would have picked us up. He only had money in his fucking. At the end of the day, right? They worked it out. Since he's been in there, the interest he's took out that club, right? Bear in mind, we was meant to be debt-free 10 years ago, right? He has only invested £15 million into that football club. If he got another 15 million, which he will at the end of the financial year, because he because of the fucking interest that he puts on, fucking extortionate interest, because that's what he is. He's a con man and a fucking sex peddler. That's all he is, right? He's got no fucking, he's got no place at the football club. He can't even watch the fucking women's and the fucking kids team because of his fucking issues, right? He's got no business being around there. Imagine what it's going to be like, right? And this is what he wants as well. Imagine what it's going to be like when he rolls up at the stadium. All that fucking bad feeling. All that bad feeling that's going to be around the club because of him. Walk up the fucking stairs. If you are in corporate tomorrow, fucking lamp him if you see him. Fucking lamp him. I'll play you. We'll club together and we'll fucking pay your police fine. Like,
Yeah. Listen,
make it
listen.
So uncomfortable for him. So
That's a
uncomfortable.
GoFundMe that I think would be easily funded.
It'd make
Legal
hundreds
bills.
of thousands of pounds.
Yeah. You'd be an hero at West Ham if you did that. Like, but that's the thing. He sees himself as the victim. Nicky has been on the Red Bulls. Shout out to Joe.
I'm just fed up with
Thanks,
him.
Diamond, for the super chat.
We've had enough. We've had enough. Everyone's had enough of you. Like, you are just literally digging your heels in and damaging the football club. You've done enough damage now. You've done enough damage. I've had enough of you. You're out. You're gone. Stay away. Someone telling someone to lump someone is illegal. What does lump mean? You know what I mean?
It's a lump. What does he want? One lump or two in his tea?
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a lump. Go on, Dave.
I was just going to say on the back of Nick's rant, and he's absolutely spotted, I agree with everything, because I have a worry that following when Sullivan eventually leaves his club down the line, that someone's going to try and paint Sullivan because he's got friends in the media that he's done this great job at West Ham because he oversaw this move to a 60,000 stadium. We won the Conference League and so on. And I think it's really important that we continue to peddle this narrative that is true to fans, it's true to those who love the club, and we don't allow the media to overtake this further down the line and to make this and to ever try and put him in a good light.
It's your mic, Nick. It's you. Yeah, it's you. Go on, Dave.
We sourced the oh no, I can still
it's
hear it
when
in sorry.
When you talk and Nicky's not muted, there's an echo.
All right, I'll say we.
All right, so Nick,
still
when
hear
you
the
want to
echo in
say
my
something
headphones.
and you want to jump in, just unmute. It's you, mate. It's you.
It's probably me.
No, can you? All right, Nicky's muted. Can anyone hear the echo now? Can people hear the echo? Let's ask the audience. Right? Is it echoing? Because I can't hear it echoing when Nicky's muted. Shout out to Andy.
I'll sing down the mic until we get an answer, and then we'll,
Otherwise, we'll both have to mute. No echo. No echo. Right. Even a mute Nicky is angry. Right, so it's not. So they do. Right. We'll both mute when he's talking.
Red alert, it's a catastrophe.
Go on, Dave.
Right.
Would you want to finish it?
Don't panic. Yeah, no, sorry. I was just checking with the echo. I can hear the echo now. When you was both muted, it was all right, I think. But yeah, big day. So I don't know any reggae. No, so the point I was making is just that it's so important that we continue to correct people, that we continue as fans, that we continue to push this, as Nick has just said, that we don't let the media overtake this narrative, and we don't let the media make this, further down the line that Sullivan was some great owner of this football club, some great chairman. It's gone now. The echo's gone.
Because we're both muted.
Right, there you go. That's my point.
Yeah, I mean it's So we're just both mute when you talk, and it only takes a second to do it anyway. So like it's one of them ones. I think the fans in the summer, when we found out he weren't going to be on the board, Kretinsky was going to be buying more shares, and he was going to be stepping up, and Sullivan was going to be focusing on all this legal stuff. Fans just felt a sigh of relief. Obviously, we knew he still had shares in the club, and that was the big thing of we got to get him out of the club completely. But fans were so relieved and happy. It was like, oh god, he's not going to be fucking around anymore. You know what I mean? He's going to be in the background. We won't have to see him or hear from him. But lo and behold, he's back at it. He's back, talking to people, putting his perspective out there now. He's back at West Ham front and centre and just rubbing it in our faces. And we just can't get away from this guy. And there was a rumour that Amanda Staveley offered about £281 million for his shares, which he rejected, which I think is at market value of the club being 600 million worth that, and he's rejected it. And he's just clinging on for dear life, and it's ego. That's what he is. He's an ego.
He's a narcissist. Yeah. That's what he is. He's a narcissist. He cannot just let us get on with it now. Listen, None of this would have been an issue if it had just fucking got up and sold when everyone was telling him to fucking get up and sell years ago, right? He had to push. He had to push. He knew what was coming because we see pictures of him coming out of Epping Forest Police Station many moons ago, yeah? He knew that he was under investigation. He knew that he had them safeguarding issues. Why didn't he just get up and fuck off? Because he's a narcissist. He's a nasty, nasty piece of work. He will never ever relinquish control of anything unless he is forced to. Yeah. Now, I hope and pray that Kretinsky makes it as difficult for him as possible. I know that they have to say publicly that they're going to welcome him. Ignore him. Don't give him a fucking time of day. And if anyone sees his missus taking photos, go and fucking get in front of the camera and fucking wave your hand in front of it so she can't. Because no one wants to see the fucking fat slag anyway, to be quite honest with you. So, there you go. Take your missus, take her tits, get on a boat, and fucking drive away. That's what I would say.
You really like her tits, do you, Nick? You mentioned it a few times.
Yeah,
They've caught your eye.
Yeah, she's had them done, big fat tits.
They've really caught his eye. But no, she's going to be there taking pictures.
She paid enough for him to catch her eye. Don't worry about that.
Has she paid? Has she paid?
Oh, no, she ain't paid a fucking penny. Not a penny. Some geezer who's been fucking... King Arthur couldn't pull him out of her. That's
yeah. She's fucking hell.
Sorry.
She would definitely be there posting and winding up fans, antagonizing fans. She's been sending veiled threats on her Twitter account.
Yeah, she's a cunt. Fans. She's another cunt.
She is. It takes a nasty piece of work to be with a nasty piece of work, and she is, as big of a scumbag as him. And honestly, I wouldn't piss on either of them if they were on fire. And I just hope that the time when we're not associated with him is coming. And it's just one of these things. You've got all these articles, and in the articles they mention the ongoing case and the Panorama documentary. Like, his name is tied with this. And what makes me laugh is they put out the London Stadium and that fans are not allowed to take water bottles into the stadium, despite how hot it's going to be, right? Can't have water bottles for safety reasons, but you can have men that have been banned from being around women and children at the football club. That's fine at the stadium, but not a fucking water bottle. That's mad.
You know what, right? We've actually got, before we go on a little bit more, right? 10 home shirts to give away. I'm going to write down some names, right? Paulie Walnuts, get in contact. Long-time viewer. One code for OK jerseys. And Iron Skinhead, one code for an OK jerseys. Contact us and we'll get them over. We're going to be giving away all through the show, by the way. So keep tuned in all the way to the end.
We got to save one for KG Shadow Man. He's obviously I've promised him a shirt for a long time now. He did go mad on the super chats, even though he's a young lad. So shout out to him. We'll put him down, even though he usually comes in on the watch-alongs. It's past his bedtime, bless him. But yeah, so yeah, that whole thing with the stadium. I mean, the fact that they see water bottles. How much damage can a water bottle do versus coins? Like, you can take coins into the stadium, and they're far more dangerous. But it's on a hot day like this, and they're putting out like free water, hydration, and all of that stuff. But it does seem mad to me that the whole water bottle thing is, right, we're not allowed to have them because you can throw them at players. I mean, like I said, you lob a 2p coin at a player versus a water bottle. I know what's going to hurt more. And like I said, it just seems like a farce when you're talking about safety and you're having someone that's been accused of what Sullivan's been accused for and been told to stay away from the women and children at the football club. It just seems completely farcical. How do you think, Dave?
Well, we're not allowed them in case they're potential weapons in the stand, but we're allowed the potential weapons to take a seat in the director's box, aren't we? To make that
yeah, spot on.
And as Nicky's rightly pointed out, he may well be distracted by MP Pickerson's weapons of mass seduction.
He's not a potential weapon, Dave. He's an absolute weapon.
Oh no, he's a grade A weapon. Absolutely. But no, I agree. Let's call it what it is, right? It's a ploy from the club to try and get extra £4 out of everyone for a bottle of water in the ground. That they're talking about, that they'll make cups available for us. Like, nobody wants a cup of water. Just fill a water bottle up and then you can drink it. Don't need to be carrying a cup around that you can easily knock over and spill. It's a ploy by the club. I'm sure Delaware North are in partnership with it to get us to spend more money in the at the catering kiosks. That's what I think it is.
And you can bet, these cups will be the fucking tiniest little coffee cups you can find. Because, like you said, it's the inconvenience. Someone can go and get a decent sized water bottle, right? And just be sipping on that throughout the game because they're hydrated. Whereas you get this, you got to fucking queue up for the little hydration station and fill it up and get your free little water cup and then keep going back to it. People ain't going to do that. And what I just hate when they put these things in place. If someone throws a fucking water bottle, you ban that person. You punish the person doing it, rather than make everyone suffer. Same with the wall and all that shit.
I wonder if they're banning him because he's coming.
Yeah. Well, listen, people will have a bloody wallet full of coins that they'd probably rather throw at him, which I think he got some thrown at him last time. That other time, I think people threw coins at him. Coins go a lot further and are a lot harder than a fucking water bottle.
Yeah, remember,
so if that's their big,
a lot further and they do a lot more damage and all. Remember
yeah. So if their big fucking idea is like, oh, the water bottles, we can't have people throwing water bottles. Like, I can go and buy that £4 water bottle and lob that at him. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, people can. Do you know how easy it is? Someone said darts, right? You know how easy it would be for someone to smuggle darts in there and all sorts of stuff. The level of security shit is comical.
Oh,
it's
people
comical.
put water bottles in, Dan. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's literally like, that Chelsea steward, that meme where it's just like, they have that fake wand, right? That's supposed to be a metal detector, right? This wand does fuck all. They just wave it over you. It doesn't matter what you got on you. Yeah, wave the wand, go on. It's a joke. This thing. So, yeah, I think it's one of them. I've always been like that. Is my mindset is rather than just go do this blanket, right? No one's to prevent this from happening. We're going to ban this, and we're going to put a wall up.
You know what
just
I might do?
Punish people.
I might get my drone out. My drone's up there. I might get the drone out and just fly in his face. Over it, right in front of his face.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that would be. Yeah, can you imagine how that would go down? Like, but the thing is, it's the same. If it's a case of, well, we can't, we've got to ban water bottles in case someone throws a water bottle. We've got to have a wall up in case someone attacks the fans. Why don't they just put a big cage up around the stadium in case someone runs onto the pitch and decks the player? Where does it end? Where does all these preventive measures end? Because
just don't let us in. Give us
just
play on a fucking field.
Then nothing can happen. No one can have anything thrown at them. No one can be hurt and injured. Just ban the fans from the stadium. Job done. It's a joke, these things that they put in place. And a hot day like that, and people are going to have kids with them, and they have to just tiny little cups of water that they're going to have to, try and keep going back and forth with and miss the games. And yeah. It's excrement. They can't take that away. They're going to make sure everyone's constipated. They got to give them constipation pills to make you constipate before you go. It's where does it end? But so look, hopefully like I said, hopefully the fans there can just really make it as uncomfortable as possible to the point where it's like, yeah, it's not a good idea to come back here. Like, not a good idea at all. And make it uncomfortable for him. And then that's it. He'll stay away. Because this is like a step. I feel like this is a first little step. Test the waters and try and worm his way back in. And we can't have that happen. And I tell you what, if he gets back on that board, mate, it will be bloody KSB out. Because Kretinsky, mate, you can't let him back on that board. You cannot. Big Tifo. Yeah, man, that'd be brilliant. Get the big Tifo. Nicky started some comments. Did you want to show him?
No, go on, mate. You do it.
All right, easy. Shout out to Philip Demacoli, one of our long time viewers. I wonder whatever attracted her to multi-millionaire David Sullivan. I ain't saying
When he
she's
become a
gold
billionaire.
that was inferred in the. Was a cup of tea.
What attracted us to the multi-millionaire David Sullivan? So when
That
he became
wasn't
a
a
billionaire.
question. That wasn't. That was the joke. Like, I wonder what attracted her to the multi, and you kind of ruined it.
No, I didn't ruin it. I'll give you a punchline. When he became a billionaire, that's an even better.
No, but
come on, sort me out here, mate.
That was the joke. I wonder
punchline.
what punchline. That's him. That's like sarcasm. You don't put punchlines on sarcasm.
Well, I do. Nick Hawkins does.
He does. Was the cup of tea a hint at Hammer's chat? See, I told you it's copyright.
Of course. Our friends at Hammer's chat, by the way, they're not going to sue us. We're joking.
Yeah, we're changing this to Friday night cup of tea. It'll be worse than Burnley at home if he shows up tomorrow. It's one of them ones. I'll be very interested to see, because I think there'll be a section of fans that will have that anger. But then there's that whole, we're back, first game of the season. I'll be very interested to see how fans do react tomorrow. You know, maybe if we start losing, I don't know what you guys think. If you think it's,
I don't think anyone's worried about tomorrow. I'm certainly not worried about tomorrow, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not worried about.
But do you think it will be like Burnley? Do you think it will get nasty for Sullivan?
No. They're going to protect him like anything. Like anything. You won't get near him.
You know the TV. Watch out. I don't know who's showing the game or what, but they're going to show Sullivan.
They are they?
Are they not?
I don't think so.
Oh,
they're Middlesbrough playing right now.
Yeah, that'd be good for the watch along.
Middlesbrough sponsored by midnight, of course.
But we're not at the moment, so keep that in mind.
We're going to change that.
Nicky is a true wordsmith of the generation. Look at Nicky.
Oh, thank you.
Nicky bloody star in that.
Oh, do you know what? I'm many things, but a wordsmith is not one of them.
No. Unless a wordsmith is mainly uses the C word and the F word,
and stumbles over every fucking word. That's. Although, right, and maybe we can show this one week because we're going to do some content on this for the members, looking at old videos. I watched an old video the other day. Fuck me. It was bad. It was bad. You
come a long way. Yeah. It was come a long way.
Bad. Like I look like I'm nervous. I look like I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm talking like this. I'm talking like Kevin Perry.
It's like they let go Big Sam. Like I think it's really bad.
Big Sam's gone. I have definitely honed my craft. That's for sure. Although I do stumble over every word, my brain don't work quick enough, to be quite honest with you. But there we go.
Here we go. Another Dan versus Nicky FNP, otherwise known as FNP.
Well, let me give away 2 more shirts. Let's give one to Mark Pendleton, 492, and let's give one to Mr. Joe Hammer, 492. So there's 6 more.
There you go, Joe. Just for that's for that comment.
Mark Pendleton is 12 months member, by the way.
Nice. Shout out to Mark. All right, I'm doing them 12-month badges. I'm doing the 12-month badges. Yeah. So, shout out to.
While you're reading these out, I'm going to go and get a beer because I'm thirsty now.
Yeah, go get your beer. Yeah. Shout out to Jamaskis, £2 super chat. Sullivan, like Kenwright, outstayed his welcome. At least with Bill Kenwright, you know, he had the sense and decency to. I mean, he stayed around, and look, Everton fans weren't happy with him, but at least he sort of sold the club and he sort of stayed on as whatever he was. But, you know, he brought in, and look, those are Farhad Mashiri turned out to be not the best owner, but he spent money and then eventually sold it. It's like Sullivan's just clinging on to the shares for dear life. I think he's just worse.
To be fair to Mashiri, I always thought he was a bit like the Icelandics were with us, in that he had the right money and he had the right intentions.
Just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, if he'd have gone and invested money in sort of good young players on their way up, Everton could have built something and been something. But the Icelandics, like they would have wasted money on Dyer and Ljungberg and so on. He just went and wasted money on players like Gylfi Sigurdsson and Davy Klaassen, and it never worked out, which is a shame for Everton, not for us, but for Everton fans.
Well, listen, they've got their new owners now, and they're still. I wait. Actually, I'll wait for Nicky to put that up because obviously he was doing the podcast.
Could I?
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, oh yeah. Listen, while we're waiting, have a cheeky plug, mate. Plug your
Thank you very much. Cheers. So over this summer, I noticed there was a little bit of an absence on Spotify of West Ham content. So I started a side project, the 1895 Pods. We're 4 episodes in. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and hopefully anywhere else you get your podcasts. I have tried to get it uploaded. We are going to have our main pods. We've got a women's pod coming for those of you who want to follow the West Ham women's team. And we've also got an academy podcast that we're going to call Twink Corner. So you have 3 podcasts a week on that feed, and you can pick and choose.
Dave does go to a lot of the academy games as well, so he knows he knows his stuff when it comes to the academy.
Thank you. Yeah, so we're really looking forward to it. So you've got that this season for your commute to work on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your pods. Cheers for that, Dave.
No worries, mate. Commute to the game tomorrow. That's
no
a good
plugs.
Oh,
way to check it out.
No plugs. Well, I'm back now. There's no plugs for any other shows, right? So we're not plugging anything, right?
No more plugs. Plug the holes in.
I found a beer and a Kit Kat.
It's got Corona and Kit Kat combo. Like, you know what? By the way, I see this. It was your birthday's December, isn't it? I see this. It's just silly, these things. But Lad Bible posted it like your birthday month is your beer of choice, and I obviously got Carlsberg, and I was well happy with that because I am a Carlsberg man. June is Carlsberg. It's Carlsberg's the shit. Yours is Stella. You're a Stella. Oh,
I've never drunk a Stella in my life.
Stella. What's your birth month, Dave?
April.
Let's see what beer Dave's
Foster's.
got. Beer and Moretti.
Oh, the best one.
I'll take that.
Nah. Whoever's got honestly, some of these Brewdog is July. Punk IPA.
Good beer. Good beer.
August is Corona, funny enough, and Nicky's drinking a Corona in August, so there you go. Sharky wants to know about the podcast February. So, now everyone wants to know Bud Light. No, sorry, Asahi. Asahi's February. So everyone wants to know their months now. Guinness is October. Guinness is October. Let me just go through them for the people now, because everyone wants to know their bloody months. Bud Light is January. Bud Light January. I don't mind. Bud Light's really not offensive. Asahi February. Beer and Moretti. Oh, sorry. Beer and Moretti is March, Dave. Amstel is April. That's good. Amstel is April. That's a good beer, mate. Heineken 0% is May. If you're in May, you got Heineken 0%. Carlsberg June, Brewdog IPA, Punk IPA July, Corona August, September Strongbow Dark Fruits, Guinness in October, Stella's November. Sorry, yeah. Nicky's got neck oil. That's I hate that shit. Rubbish. That is horrible. That neck oil stuff. I think they do it at the Bat and Ball or something, didn't they?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Neck oil, mate.
You know what? Although I created 2 shows, well, 1 show, and I'm on show. I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah, that's actually that's shocking, Nick. That is absolutely shocking. You should have called it like post-match JD or something.
Yeah, should have post-match WKD.
Anyway, Sharky wanted to know about the members' content and the podcast, particularly the podcast.
What about it?
Well, what's happening with it?
Well, ask Dave. He does it, not me.
No, the podcast you was doing for the members.
Not with Dom. No, I'm not doing
Hammer it out.
Can't talk about it. I can't talk to him anymore. It gets on my nerves. Are
you doing it with someone?
I'll do it with you. Do it with anyone. Just not Dom.
I think they get sick of me and you together.
Yeah. Give some suggestions. If you want me to start a podcast, I'll start a podcast. I'll do it every
Or
Monday.
you could just continue
Well,
to.
we are going to be fucking. I was looking at the fixtures earlier. Fuck me, we're going to be doing some fucking rounds this week in midweeks and that. Fucking hell, there's a lot of travelling to be doing.
Yeah, it's that's the championship, mate. It's them Tuesdays, Saturdays are gonna be gonna be mad. So yeah, looking onto it, moving on. Let's look about the Manor Solomon situation. Oh, this signing, this transfer. Apparently a deal is all wrapped up and agreed for less than what Spurs wanted. So I believe we have agreed a deal of under £10 million, including bonuses if we get promoted. The deal is done and ready to be signed. The club unsure of if they want to go ahead with it. And look, I'm gonna get into this political stuff as little as possible. I don't really want to touch it with a barge pole. Whatever side you're on, good for you. But just so we can talk about what the issue is, Manor Solomon, he's a former IDF soldier. He's posted.
I don't want nothing to do with this.
Yeah. He's there sitting in the background. He's going to have his flag. Anyways, former IDF soldier. He posted some opinions on that conflict over there. And obviously that's a very divisive thing because you've got people on both sides. It is very tense, very divisive. And yeah, of course, the people that are on the opposite side are not happy and they don't want him at the club. And it's created a lot of controversy. I mean, I tweeted out going, can someone send me what he actually said, right? I said, I post that. I want to know what the quotes are like, because I don't know what he said. And some people sent it to me, but then there was just fucking people going back and forth about the bloody conflicts. Like, no, this happened and and I'm like, what have I? And I said, I knew it before, I said, I'm going to regret this. So look, that's the situation. It's a political nightmare. I don't know what we do with this one, Dave. I don't know what listen. We don't. Yeah. No one needs to know our thoughts on what fucking side. Listen, whatever side you're on, I don't care. But do you feel like? I mean, the club had decided because it is so divisive. Should the club take that into consideration, or do you say like just put politics aside and the player is the player?
I am very much put politics aside. We should judge Manor Solomon by what we think he could bring to the football club as a player. I don't want to go too deep into the political rabbit hole. I have no opinion on it either way. I think it's a terrible situation, and my heart goes out to everyone out there who's living through what I can only imagine is an absolute nightmare and living in fear every day of their life. But saying that, I also think as a society, over the last 10, 15 years or so, we've become so polarized in that we've stopped judging people by their actions and how they are. We started judging people by how they think, and are they thinking the same we are? We kind of prioritize that over how people act. It's very possible, for example, Dan, we could have very different opinions, be completely black and white on two different things on any kind of political situation, but yet you can still be the guy that I pick up the phone to in my hour of need and I speak to. You can still be the guy that buys a homeless guy a cup of coffee. You can still be the guy that helps an old lady across the road. You can be there for your friends and so on. And somewhere along the line, I think social media and that has just polarized people to a level that we've forgotten about. Now, Manor Solomon can believe what he believes. I don't think personally that's makes him a good person or a bad person. I don't think he's because he holds that belief, he's in the right or he's in the wrong. I do think we should judge his transfer solely on his ability as a player. For me, I think he'll be a good player for the year to get us out of the division. If he was on loan for a year, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with him. If we're getting him for a good transfer fee, I'm happy with that. I'm not sure he's a Premier League player. I'm not sure I'd tie him down to a long-term contract on big wages or with big bonuses if we get promotion and so on. But on the political side, I think we should completely leave that out of it, because where do you draw the line? You know, where at what point are we going to start asking players their opinion on every single political issue until we get to the point where someone goes, "I'm not happy with that. He shouldn't play for us." I think we've got to be careful about the road we want to travel on this.
Yeah. Listen, I think you're spot on, mate. To be at the end of the day, I think, and listen, I'm with you. Like, I can talk to someone who's got the completely opposite political opinion than me, and look, we can be mates and everything, because it's just your opinions, you know. At the end of the day, and like I said, with someone like him, yeah, when it comes to football, for posts and stuff like that, it's a sticky road to go down. But I will say this is, I don't think he's worth it. I don't think he's worth. And yeah, it was a great assessment as well. And cheers for Super Chat deal. I don't think he's worth the hassle. I don't think he should necessarily be excluded for his political opinion. But you just look at it, where the fan base, this summer it felt like the fan base was finally united. You know, it was so long. We had the Moyes in and the Moyes out, and ownership and all of that stuff. So much division. And this coming in, like, for the quality of player that he is, like, and look, Leeds fans loved him. He did a good job in the Championship. His injury record is horrendous for a start. And like you said, he's not that level of player that you go, if we had him, like, he's going to take us up there. So I would just pass on it anyway. And you go, do you know what? Got all that hassle between the divisiveness and the fans. His injury record, just take everything into consideration, weigh it up. And if they're in a situation where the deal's done and they're having to go, oh, should we, shouldn't we? Just move on to someone else instead of just waiting to fucking... I don't know what they're waiting for. You know if you want to fucking court the controversy or not. Well, there's no... Time's not going to change things. Unless they're going to go, oh, we can't find someone, let's go back to him. Just move on.
We've had people with very difficult political beliefs in this football club. One of them's a renowned legend of the football club. He had very difficult political beliefs. You got the Northern Irish lad, I won't mention his name, who refused to wear a poppy. He was allowed to play football. Yes, he got a little bit of stick for it. I don't think you should be, mixing politics and football. I really don't. You know, I think it's bad. Listen. Beliefs are beliefs. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. Oh, Dan's fucking ducked out now. He don't want nothing to do with this. Everyone.
I know you started. It's like
whether you think it's right or you think it's wrong, it's their opinion. Listen, whether I like it or you like it or whatever, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I don't think you should be, stopped from progressing your career due to your personal beliefs. You know, everyone's entitled to their personal beliefs. We're in a society now where people are judged on their beliefs, and we are in a world where they can be broadcast to the world. You know, listen, this has been happening for years and years and years. You just didn't have social media to broadcast it. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking mix. Don't worry about it. Obviously, if you're affected by it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And you've got the right to protest, and everyone's got the right to protest. But as I said before, I don't think people should be stopped from working for a living. You know, this is what people do, is that they see these things as a way to stop them from making a living. Listen, if you think the belief's wrong, and I've got no opinion on it, no opinion whatsoever. I don't have any opinion on anything like that, because I'm not a political person, and in my opinion, all politics can go fuck itself. But I understand the people that don't like it, but at the end of the day, everyone's got the right to say what they want to say. That is what free speech is. If you're starting to cancel people and stop people from moving because of a political belief, that's not free speech. That's fascism wrapped up in free speech. So, it is. That's the problem with free speech. Everyone gets to say, even the fucking idiots.
Listen, and I get why people would feel like, okay, look, he's expressed something that I find awful.
Yeah, but
so therefore I don't want him playing. But wait, hold up, let me finish.
Sorry.
Because you're gonna make me look like I'm saying something bad. I understand people that will say he said something that I think, not me, Daniel, the person, that I think is awful. Therefore, I don't want him playing for my football club. I understand that because there's some people that may felt the same for James McLean. He refused to do this, where this that goes. Therefore, I understand that. But like you said, in terms of making a decision at club level, you know, it is. It's otherwise it's cancel culture, and I feel like Ian Skinner is spot on here. Whatever the club do, whether they choose to sign him now or don't, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. Because if they do sign him, one side's going to slate him. If they don't sign him, the other side's going to slate him. So really, for them, hurry up and make the best decision for the football club is what I would say. Now, that being said, guys, for the actual quality of the player, do we want him as a? Let's forget all of the political stuff.
21 goals and assists in the championship. We're doing him 21 goals.
Yeah, if he's fit enough to play. If he's fit enough to play.
Yeah.
He you know, because if he gets injured, if we sign him and he's, look, I loathe to give Spurs back some money that we've taken from them, you know, but I don't know if we can trust him to stay fit. I've got somewhere up like his actual injury record. But yeah, so here we go. 25-26 season, 5 problems, 44 days missed. 25-26 flu, 5 days, can't hold that against it. But he had a back injury, same season, last season, 13 days missed. Calf injury, also last season, 85 days missed. And then the season before that, he missed 30 days with a hamstring injury. The season before that, he had a meniscus injury, missed 277 days. Season before that, knee surgery, 148 days. And it goes on season before season before season. So, like, every season, he has missed considerable amounts of football. And he's someone that's still fairly young. I don't think it's worth it. I don't care what his stats were for Leeds. He could have scored 100 goals. If he's not available to play, then he's useless to us. So I would swerve that. Yeah, we'll get on to Parrott and Engels. It's just this signing is the closest. I would, on that basis alone, I would discount Manor Solomon as a signing because of those injuries. I don't know about you, Dave. As I ask him as he takes a swig of his Guinness Zero.
Sorry. I would, if we're dealing with Simon Adringra from Sunderland, I prefer that. I think he's a bit younger. He's got a bit more to offer. Would I take Manor Solomon on loan for a year? Maybe. I don't think I want to buy him on a permanent. Is my answer.
Yeah, loan. Yeah, if it's a loan, right, and he's not the only, like, I don't want to rely on him as our first choice left winger. Do you know what I mean? I mean, those injuries, Nick, I've just read out for you. Does that give you any concern?
Yeah, fit in right well, yeah. We love an injury-prone player.
Oh yeah, it'd be even worse at West Ham.
Yeah, no, of course. You know, we at the end of the day, we don't want to sign someone that's going to be sitting on a fucking bench all season. So,
yeah.
or sitting on a treatment table all season. You know what I mean? Like, we're starting to do business now. You know, if there's alternatives and they ain't injury prone, maybe. But I don't know. You know, you can't.
I tell you what. If we do sign him, I'm going to be running around going, we signed Tottenham's best player. Because that's how it works, isn't it? Any player that they sign of us happens to be our best player. Right?
Well,
that's how it works.
He was our best player.
Who?
Fernandes.
I don't think he's up. I think Bowen's still, you know, his GA was just behind Salah's. And that's a Bowen that's not at his best.
Yeah.
And Fernandes started off fairly slow. But still, to say our best player, every player they sign is our best player. When they thought they were signing Somerville, we're signing their best player. So it's just hilarious. But yeah,
you know what? There's a couple of things we have to talk about. We've got to talk about the defender we just signed because he has signed.
Yes.
Regardless of what it is, but big rumor: Dele Alli is training with us, and they're looking to sign Dele Alli.
Is that true?
It's true.
Mate,
I've got that from good source.
What, the chat? I did see someone.
No.
Right. Let me just say this. Dele Alli, he was a player that had so much promise, potential. You know, them early seasons at Spurs when they were, you know, flying high and challenging for the finishing third in a 2-horse race and all of that. You know what a player he looked like, but he just didn't seem to have it here. You know, you see the on the whatever that documentary was, Jose trying to connect with him and get through to him, and it didn't work. He bounced off to Everton. I think he went to Turkey. He's been all around, and yeah, I mean, I just even in the Championship, I don't think it's worth it. I think you need someone that comes into West Ham and wants to graft, wants to drag this club up, loves the club, gets the club, understands it, and wants to work. He's not what we need. What about you, Dave? Would you take Dele Alli?
Firstly, just to the Spurs point, I would love the one Spurs player I'd really love, and I think might be attainable given they've signed midfielders is Archie Gray. And I think if Archie Gray's available, I would take him in a heartbeat for the right price. I think he's a phenomenal talent. On Dele Alli, dare I use these two words, but Jesse Lingard. When we signed him, I was, look, this guy's not done it in a while. He's not this player. He's not, you know, he played for England, but he hadn't progressed. He wasn't. I see shades of that. I will go out on him now and say I actually think Dele Alli, if at the right wages, or the right, if he's got the hunger, if he's got the heart, and this is on him, you know, if he's still got it, if he's got the desire and he's got the mentality, I'll take a punt. I think, you know, this squad needs creativity. It needs someone that, you know, he's going to give a little bit of experience. He's going to be able to put an arm around the shoulder of young players and go, look, these are the mistakes I made. I think he could offer something to us. I really do.
Dele Alli is sorry, Nick. Yeah, he's talking. Sorry, Jesse. I'm trying to unmute you. Jesse Lingard is that we're just never going to get past that. So we're always going to look back on that. Same with Craig Dawson and Jesse Lingard are two names that West Ham fans will use to justify any transfer. If it's a centre back and you think, oh, he's a bit shit, Craig Dawson. If he's a washed up fucking name, Jesse Lingard. And I get what you're saying, I do, and you do hope that that could happen. But I just think it's so different than Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, he was still at Man United. He wasn't realising his potential, no. But he was still in and around that team and still playing well. Like Dele Alli has fallen so far. And like I said, yeah, it's that toxicness that you think, is he going to upset the dressing room? Like you said, if he can come in as this elder statesman, put arm around youngsters, that's great. But is he that guy? Is he going to do that? Or is he going to come in as Johnny Big Bollocks? I'm too big for the Championship. I'm a Spurs man, or what?
No, I think he's worth a punt. I do. For nothing. If you can get him on, like, get yourself fit, get yourself playing, and we'll pay you good money. If you don't, you're not getting anything. If you can get him on that, because nobody wants him. You know, at the end of the day, he's been in Scotland, hasn't he, as well? Did he go to Scotland or did he not?
Well, let me tell you this. He's been around the world, and
But
he's just been to Como, right? Como was his last move. He made one app in 2025, one appearance. He's not done anything since then.
I think
so.
it's
He
worth
played in
a gamble. He's had a bad time. He fell. He did fall from grace. But you've got to remember, class is permanent, form is temporary. You know, and there's a player there. We've seen it. I mean, you're talking about player of the season, young player of the season, English player of the season at points in his career.
That was a long time ago, mate.
It was a long time ago. And he's had, but, you know, get his head right. In the Championship, when we're lacking creativity, I think he's worth a punt, you know. I think he's worth a punt.
Just look at it, right?
For nothing.
Yeah, well, it's not nothing because it's still wages, which is going to be a considerable wages.
Tell him
still
start playing.
Agent fees.
Start playing. What agent? He ain't even got a fucking agent, I don't think.
What a stupid statement. What do you mean? I ain't even got a fucking agent. Well, you just pull things out your ass.
Yeah, I
say
do
that.
pull things out my ass. Yeah, but fuck the agent.
What I'm saying is,
sit Dele Alli down and just say to him, get yourself fit, get yourself playing, get yourself back up to some sort of form, and you'll start making decent money. If you can't do that, or won't do that, or you know, choose not to do that, then you can fuck off.
He needs some. look, training with us, if he's training with us, can earn a fucking contract. But to play one game in 18 months, before that, he was at Everton,
Where
right?
did
For two.
what did the Sarsi play?
What, yeah, but
What did
let me go back. What did
Sarsi-
Zarsi? Wait, hold up.
What did
Hold up.
Sarsi play?
Hold up.
Hold on. What did
Hold up.
Sarsi play?
Can I speak?
What did Sarsi play? Tell me.
He played more than one game in 18 months. He was
didn't.
playing for fucking Aston Villa. He was playing for Aston Villa. He played more than one. Listen to this. Everton.
Oh yeah.
He played 13 games for Everton in 2 years. Besiktas, 13 games, right? He made 13 games, same amount for Besiktas in there. Then he went to Como in 2025,
You're
right?
talking about these teams like they're mugs, Dan. They're no mugs.
Como?
Como are a fucking good team, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Go, you fucking
Dave,
Jamie O'Hara, yeah?
Dave,
Good team.
Dave.
Good team.
Are Como a decent side?
Como are a decent side, and let's be
Thank
fair,
you very
playing against
much.
AC Milan and Inter Milan,
Oh, yeah.
three different positions playing against Lincoln and Charlton.
You're so deluded. Like, anyone can see this is a terrible track record. You're going, Everton, 13 appearances in 2 years. Everton, that's good. That's good, that is.
Like what we said before, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. Don't, because mine is different to yours, isn't wrong.
I'm allowed to debate your opinion. I'm allowed to question it.
You're just criticising it. You're asking me if I'm deluded.
I'm allowed to criticise your opinion. I'm allowed to do that as well.
No, you're not.
Yes, sir.
I said you're not, right? Otherwise I'm going to cancel you.
Yeah, you're cancelled. I just look at it and I just think it's a big risk. It's a big gamble. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so listen, this is one I didn't even hear, so that's just caught me well off guard.
Hold on. 2 more shirts to give away before we go on, because we're getting towards the end. Trosh and Hammers 41. 2 shirts for you. Get in contact for your codes.
So you don't want to give Art a West Ham shirt? He could do with a better shirt. He could do with a better class of shirt.
He can shove it up his ass.
So yeah, going on to that, yeah, we have signed this Joel Veltman, and listen, I did a video and I thought it was good signing, but a lot of people were saying, listen, he's going to play more right back for us, and I looked at his age. Yes, he did play right back a lot for Brighton, but at this stage, his age, I don't want to see him really playing right back for us, because he's going to be a lot slower. He's going to be someone that isn't going to really get up and down that much, and maybe as a backup, but I would play more as a centre back. I don't know about you guys. I need to go to the toilet. What I mean, first of all, feelings on Veltman, and what do you see his role in the team? Oh yeah, that's you're giving out a lot of shirts. How the hell do we do
Twitter,
it?
go on Twitter. Get us on Twitter. I'll get the codes, and when I get the codes, I'll send them to you.
Or Instagram, West Ham Fan
or
TV,
Insta,
Twitter, Instagram.
or what's the other one?
Facebook.
Any way you can. And why not to Tottenham? Do you want a West Ham shirt as a Tottenham fan?
Yeah. You get a West Ham shirt or nothing. That's the offer.
Yeah, do you know what? We tried to sign him about 7 years ago. Veltman.
7 years ago.
Yeah. Tried to sign him.
Veltman. Sorry, I thought you said about that. Yeah. So no, listen, like 34 years old. Opinions on Veltman, on the surface of it, and what do you see his role in the team as? Let me mute and go to toilet. Jump, Big Dave. Let's come to you, mate.
I think, for what it's worth, it's a solid, sensible signing. It's not one to get excited about, but it's not one to criticise. I think he's going to do a good job at centre half for us if needed. I think I'd trust him at centre half next to Mavropanos. One thing I have noticed is during pre-season, Mavropanos' performances have dipped slightly, and I think maybe that's not having Zazi next to him. Maybe that's trying to play a Kilman. Maybe Kilman's having a little bit of an effect on his confidence. Veltman's got the experience as a pro. Maybe he's going to come in. He can play that centre half job. Give Mavropanos the confidence that he's got a partner next to him that isn't going to make those mistakes. He's, as someone said in the chat, he's been a captain. He made 24 appearances for Brighton last season. Nine started 9 Premier League games. So he's not a mug. He's playing for a good side.
May I remind you, Dave, when we went down before, we signed Malky Mackay, who I believe was even older than that.
I remember that.
Malky? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Malky Mackay came in, solid player. Sometimes it's just what you need. Remember when we signed Dawson? Everyone, including me, was the worst signing that's ever, bit of older. He was about 33 at the time. Ended up being one of our better centre halves. You need that leadership. You need that experience. You need that old head in the changing room, because at the moment, the changing room seems a little bit disjointed, and you need someone in there to sort it out. As you say, Captain Brighton, Captain Ajax. I think I think you need someone like that. I think it's important to have players like that in your team.
David, I just want to address, someone said in the chat, too small for central defence. He's 6 foot. He says not too small.
No, 6 foot. Fucking hell. When's 6 foot too small? Fucking hell. You ever seen a 6 foot person? Big.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, I'm 6'2". 6'3", I think I might. No, I think I'm 6'2". But yeah, we're big fellas. We're big fellas. Big bald fellas. We look like three.
You're talking about Veltman now, or what?
No, I'm just they were saying Veltman's too small, but he's 6 foot. 6 foot ain't small.
Yeah, no. Like, listen, he's not a fucking giant of a centre back. That's big enough to play centre back.
Dan's 6'7".
Yeah, I am. I'm 6'7". You see me? It's all camera tricks in person. It's fuck, get in the bin. Nicky's just, whatever that trend is, if it was still going, Nicky's just put it to ashes, which is a good thing. I remember doing the watch along and people kept putting that in the chat, and I was like, what is this? Why do people keep putting 67 in the chat? What does that mean? And yeah, thankfully it's died down. But no, I think with Veltman, like Dave was saying, he's
Dad says was going to say, lads, no air in East London. Dad's looking at your haircut, mate. I'd rather not.
Whoa.
Only joking, Dad. Only joking.
God, shout to Jake, good old Jake. Yeah, Dan, I think West Ham will get 100 points this season in the Championship. Not with what we've done so far. We need a bit of work. What I would say is Veltman, and it's what I said on my video. Like I said, it's a good bit of business. He's a good player to have in there. Doesn't move the needle in the short term. Doesn't fix any of our problems. Gives us the much needed depth, but going into the season, it's not like we're in a stronger position going for that Burnley game and that Portsmouth game. We're much better off. Like, let's be honest, he's probably not going to be starting. And yeah, I wouldn't put him anywhere near right back. So we can be positive about it.
We look like bad manners and right, said Fred. I think we look like the tits in Total Recall. Has anyone seen that film? That's a
yeah. I love that film. The Arnie one, not the bloody Colin Farrell one.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. Yeah. Listen, I've got 4 more shirts to give away. We're going to be wrapping up soon. So what I'm going to do, if you ain't won a shirt, get your comments in the comment section, because just comment. I'm here for the shirt. And anyone that comments in there, I'm going to pick 4 more randoms and I'm going to message you on there. So, yeah, if you ain't want a shirt tonight...
We got a message. It's Hammers41. Did we give Hammers41?
Yeah, Hammers41.
You got his name? Right, okay.
Yeah,
He's DM'd us on Facebook.
I've got to get the codes. I'll generate the codes tomorrow or the next day after the weekend. But they'll be in there. So message us and the codes will be sent to you.
Yeah. So... There's this Troy Parrott stuff from AZ.
Not the live comments, boys. The comment section. You know, the one after the video goes dead.
What they got to do with that?
Put it in the comment section. I'm here for the shirt. Don't put it in here because I'm not giving it away anymore. We've got to wrap up in a minute.
If you're right, I'm here for the shirt and the 1895 pod. That would be really appreciated.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You won't get a shirt.
Right. Troy Parrott. Everyone wants to talk about Troy Parrott. Now, AZ Alkmaar striker. This one is going to be a difficult one to do. It's a player obviously that I think would be good, Irish international. And last time we saw, apparently we're prepared to break the Championship transfer record, which is 17.5 million to sign Parrott, which I think we're looking to get him for about 30 mil, 20 to about 30 mil they're looking at, which is a lot of money, but you know what I mean? As a striker, it's something that we desperately need, and if we can get that rate sorted. Gravy, obviously Irish, highly approves. No bias there whatsoever. But yeah, I think he's someone that if we got that, that would be a statement signing because you're getting someone down there that people maybe perceive as too good for the championship. And yeah, I think that would be a good signing, guys. But it's going to be very difficult to pull it off. Obviously, he can be playing European football where he is, or go to another European team if they come in for him. So it's a bit of a step down. Yeah, it's a hard deal to do. What do you guys think?
I like him. I do like him. Apparently, he's been in a championship with Millwall and Preston, and he failed. What better way to come and enjoy yourself than join the club and go and score the winner at the Den in September? But yeah, I like him. I like Troy Parrott. I think he's over the last couple of years he's really upped his career. He scored them scored all them goals for Alkmaar last year. But yeah,
yeah. Does the winner have to choose the latest kit? No, they can choose any West Ham shirt, right?
Choose what you want.
He don't want to come. I mean, the thing is, look, he is playing in Europe with Alkmaar, but still West Ham. We're a bigger club than Alkmaar, right? It's got a bigger fan base. You know, we can come play in England, which is closer to Ireland, and there's going to be appealing aspects of playing for West Ham beyond worrying about we're just in the Championship. It is going to be hard to do, but yeah, he had 21 starts, 17 goals, 5 assists. Oh no, that was in 2024. Yeah, so can you see us getting this one over the line, Dave?
I don't know if I want him, to be honest. As others have said, he's not got a great record in the Championship. You know, the Dutch league isn't going to be as competitive as the Championship's going to be. Personally, I think for that kind of money, and I'm not a fan of Liam Delap, but Liam Delap will guarantee you goals at this level. To everyone saying Vopotnik,
is he gettable, Liam Delap, Dave? Is he gettable?
Well, they've got João Pedro, they've got Danny Welbeck, isn't there talk of another striker coming in there as well? I mean, Delap's well down a pecking order.
I know, but if I'm hold up, Nick, you mute. What'd you say?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Don't worry about it.
His memories like a fish. No, I was saying listen, I think Delap would be if you got Delap, and I know he hasn't had a good time at Chelsea. If we could get Delap, fucking go and get him. You get him on loan. I just wonder if there'll be clubs ahead of us that if he was available, especially on a loan, like Premier League clubs further down the line, that would be Ipswich, for example. Yeah, I don't know. Like, do you think we could really get him ahead of like other clubs? Or
I think we're a better draw than Ipswich. I think if you look at Ipswich, they're a side that's going to go down next season. I think you're going for that one season in the Premier League. I think where we are, what we're building, we should be able to go and say to clubs that, if we can bring in the right players now, and these are the right players, next year we're not going to be aiming for 7th, 8th. We're going to be aiming for like 13th, 14th. There's a lot of clubs in the Premier League that are starting to fall away. Newcastle losing players. Fulham lost their 2 top scorers, lost their manager. Palace lost their manager, lost key players. There's a lot of clubs that are there to be overtaken. And I think, if we was in the Premier League this season, we would be looking to surpass. We can go and sell ourselves on that. And we should be selling ourselves on that. And we should be going and having some ambition and saying, look, we're going to go and take good players on their way up in their career. And I know I've made the case for Dele Alli and 018. I think Dele Alli is a potential redemption arc. And, but by and large, that should be the dictation of our transfer policy this summer. It should be players. We should be able to sell that.
There's no way he's coming down to the Championship.
I can see him going Everton. I could actually see him going Everton. People said Moyes would love it. I think he's got Everton written all over. Do you know what, lads? Quickly before we wrap up, we haven't talked about the Portsmouth game. That's like the first game starts tomorrow. It's big and it's not big. I don't care about the League Cup this season. I know it's blasphemous to say you don't care about cups, but it's so imperative we go up. But it's important to win, I think, our first home game of the season, especially how last season ended. It's so important to go into this season starting off with a win and take that confidence and positivity forward. Obviously, Nuno is probably going to play our strongest team. You kind of got to at this point. There's no sense of rotating. The problem is our strongest team, is it strong enough? We'll find out tomorrow. Still holes in there. it's going to be a big test, guys. I mean, how do you see, Nick? I'll start you. How do you see this one tomorrow?
Slow. Be slow game. I've just got a feeling it's going to be a fucking draw. I don't think we're going to get off to a great start. I really don't.
I think it will go straight to pens, doesn't it? If it's a draw, it goes straight to pens.
It does, yeah. I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's Wolves are winning 3-0 against Port Vale. See, our rivals for the title. Wrexham drawing. So, yeah, for us, yeah, I think we need to try and be winning it. If it's a slow one, Nuno really, he needs to go for it because look, I know I said it's important we win, but it's not like shit 3 points. Like if we go out, we go out. How do you see it, Dave?
I see it the same as Nick. I think we score 1-0, we sit back, we concede late equaliser, and then we'll win it on penalties. But in terms of, the game's got no importance tomorrow for me. I think the League Cup should be scrapped. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. It's one thing when your top 6, your top 8 European clubs are making changes, but there's League 1, League 2 clubs making changes. We see that last year, they're making 8, 9, 10 changes. When they're prioritising the league, the competition's lost any value, and the big clubs win it because they've got the squad depth and the rotation. Tomorrow, I wouldn't go necessarily full strength. I would like to see Golan Beckis get a start at centre half. I'd like to see Lewis Orford get a start in midfield. I wouldn't be too averse to seeing Josh Ajala start the left wing, although I will say this now, as someone who's watched Josh Ajala a lot over the last 2 years. The first time I ever seen him play left wing was when he came off the bench at Southend. He's always been a fox in the box, a number 9. He's always been a bit of a goal scorer. You know,
he did look good on that left though. He did look good there. Don't you think? I thought he looked good.
He did look good, yeah. To be fair, he's a good player. You know, I think he needs a loan spell. I think he needs a bit of time away from the club in men's football to get that experience and get that physique about him. You know, he needs to be kicked in the air a few times. He needs to be roughed up and have an elbow to the nose once or twice. But there's a good player there. I think he'll do well. The other alternative is we play Juve on the left wing. I think we could start Scholes at left back, Juve in front of him, and we could look at that.
I think it's more likely he plays Ward-Prowse there, mate. That's my worry. We see the Ward-Prowse.
Juve should start there.
But
is that your opinion, or is that what you think is going to happen? That's what I want to know.
No, why not? Yeah, I think it'll happen. Why not?
You think Diouf starts tomorrow? He's talking shit. He's talking shit. Diouf, we ain't even seen him. I'll be surprised if he's even in the squad tomorrow, Diouf.
You know what? There's a couple of things as well we ain't mentioned before we get going as well. The third kit. Give your opinion on the third kit.
I've done a video, so Dave.
I said it on the 1895 pod, but it reminds me so much of do you remember Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons? Those Mysterons, those little luminous green things. It's the Mysteron kit. That's what I'm calling it.
I'm calling it the
Dave,
shit.
Right? Yeah, it is awful. Dave don't like any of the kits, and we liked obviously we picked we got the home and aways. I like the home and aways, but you don't like any of them, Dave.
I think the away shirt's the best of the 3, and to be fair, it's probably a 6 out of 10, but I don't know, it just looks a little bit basic for me. The home shirt would have been all right if they didn't put a huge tyre mark down the middle of it. It looks like they've dug a 2002, 2003 shirt out of a landfill site and went, I would just go with this, and that was a state it come out in.
I don't agree with that. I think them 2 shirts are all right. That third one is a fucking disgrace, to be quite honest with you. Do you know what it is? It's too close to white. It's a very light blue. This is white. Yeah, it's not much of a change from this. Do you know what I mean? So, load of shit. But it will be available on OK jerseys if you do like it.
For those who do. Yeah. I said in my video there was a lot of split opinions. But yeah, and the thing is though, I always give my opinion on a shirt, but then I need to see it in person. It's like the away shirt, right? When I see the pictures of it, I thought, it looks all right, not much about it. But you see it in person, you get to see all the detail, the patterns and stuff like that, and you think, that looks a lot nicer in person.
You'll be buying a kit when we win the league. We're not winning the fucking Premier League, mate.
Yeah, it's not. It's what I hate more than anything is that fucking awful orange and white kit is the kit that we won the Conference League in. That burns me. That has got to be one of our worst ever kits, that kit. And that had to be the fucking kit. Why couldn't we wear
It
any
looked
other
like
shirt?
bad Microsoft Paint, the pixelation of the flames.
It was all pixel. How can you do that? The flames all fucking pixelated, like it was like you said, like it's fucking out the 90s.
Yeah. There we go.
Can I just shout out that Sky Blue Claret Hoops? That's an away shirt.
Absolutely. What they should have gone with. You cannot go wrong. There's kits.
Bring back the hoops. Bring back the hoops.
The all white one you can't go wrong with. The claret with blue sleeves you can't go wrong with. And the light blue with claret hoops you cannot go wrong with. They're the three for me. They're the three.
Like it's been ages since we had hoops. Wasn't it like 15, 16 was the last one we did, the like blue with the claret hoops.
I'll bet you any money we get a fourth kit this year.
Really?
I'll bet you. I've got a
The
feeling.
championship all the times. When have we ever done a fourth kit?
No, they don't. But it's brands, isn't it? Like Nike, New Balance, and all that. They've all been. You see it at Liverpool and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what they do next season. It's their first shot, you know, and we're in the championship. Let's see what they do when we're a Premier League club. And,
Black one was very good. The black kit was very good. The one with the gold hammers. I love that kit. I really.
Yeah. Listen, I just think with the third kit, you have a chance to really get creative and really experiment. And I just feel like that it looks like a training top to me. We was in the club shop, right? And we said to the woman, like, she was wearing something so similar to it, and we was like, "Oh, is that the third shirt?" I said. She was like, "No, it's a training shop." And I was like, "Oh, have you seen it?" She was like, "Nah, we ain't got it." And next day, I released it. Like,
it was in the shop. They had it in the shop. I told you that though, Dan. They got NDAs. They can't say anything.
Oh yeah, she at least say we've seen it. She say, "Oh, I can't tell you about it,"
because you just press her to say, "What is it? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is." You'd be fucking. Some people would fucking wait till she finishes work and follow her all the way home asking her.
Yeah. Where's all the money gone? Some with their fingers in it. So, yeah, we should have money. Like, so deals need to be moving.
That way, I'm saying that someone with their fingers in the till, like they're working at fucking. Like they're working at the corner shop. But there we go.
That's an
Right, let's wrap up
expression,
because I'm really hot in here.
Yeah.
And I've got to go to football in the morning.
Yeah, go on, Nicky, with them knees, eh? With them knees.
With them knees, yeah, exactly.
Oh, West Ham, you mean?
Yeah.
We're playing at 3:00, mate.
Yeah, I've got to go in the morning, Dan. I've got things to do there.
All
My day don't start when the stream fucking starts. My day starts early. I have to start travelling early. I earn my money.
He's just going to be in the pub or something. But yeah, thank you all for watching. It's been a good show. Big thanks to shout out to Craig before we go live.
Hey, if you've never heard of New Balance, you've been living in a fucking bubble for the last 25 years.
Yeah. Listen,
they're fucking massive, mate. They're huge.
Yeah, they're not Nike or Adidas, but they're up there.
They're up there. They're up there.
Like they're trainers. The New Balance trainers were popular. They're quite popular trainers. So apart from that, like don't see people with New Balance trackers.
They was doing Liverpool a couple of years back.
Yeah, they had Liverpool. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did. So yeah, listen. And do you know what, Nick? I walked past the shop right that had the Man United shirt in it, and I see what you're saying about the Adidas stripes being too fat.
Oh, they're horrible. Yeah, they're horrible.
They look ridiculous, them stripes. Why are they so fat?
They put on weight, ain't
Yeah. So all the time I was pining for Adidas, and then they put that out. But yeah, listen, thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to OK Jerseys for sponsoring us. Code Nicky10 if you didn't get one of the magical.
You ain't got a shirt. I'm gonna give 4 people shirts in the comments. And comment something. It don't even have to be I've got a shirt. Just comment something. Comment on today's show. Get your friends to do it, and you might win a shirt.
There you go. Big thanks for Big Dave coming on. Do go check out his podcast, and you'll see him obviously on the fan cams tomorrow. He should be on a fan cam tomorrow outside the club shop. Go get your face on there, get your voice heard if you're going to the game. And yeah, like I said, I'll be here for the watch along tomorrow. Maybe Jace, maybe not Jace. I'm waiting to hear from him. But yeah, we'll be here. So do come and join us for the first watch along of the season. Forget all that pre-season bollocks. It's the proper starts tomorrow. So listen, thanks for watching. Do subscribe. One thing left to say. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons.